Hey guys, hope everybody's keeping well. Unfortunately not much sunshine to enjoy today. It's pretty grim. We're currently up at the hospital. Henry has been getting his daily meds at home since the weekend, so thankfully he's only on ambazone now. He's on ambazone and then a flush. It usually just takes about an hour and a half, so way better than the 3 hours it was taking last week. And he's still coping really well with it, but they asked us to come up this afternoon to get just some blood tests done, because when you're on ambazone so much, it can affect your potassium levels. So they're just checking that. Any checks that have been done recently have been fine, so I don't think they're too concerned, but they just want to keep an eye on things, which is understandable. And then he has to get an echo. He had one of those done back in November, just to check. It's almost like a sort of scan around his heart. I don't claim to understand all the science terminology and stuff. I just it's the same kind of experience as we took him for ultrasounds and stuff. It's just really hard to keep him still, and of course he's going to have a meltdown, but it should be fine. So just pray that anything that comes up in that is normal and doesn't concern them. She's getting that done, and then the week commencing the 11th of May, he is getting like the pre-transplant test that he had done before we were meant to go last time. So that's sort of like a blood test to check for different viruses, and then another CT scan, which I was a bit about. But he actually had that done recently, and that's what showed the possible infection he's had, so need to do that again. I still am along the lines of believing that he hasn't really had an infection, that what they were seeing was the JMML in his chest, and he's had that like the whole time. So it'll be interesting to see what they see in that scan and what Bristol decide to do. I'm still praying that it doesn't delay any further, because it's been a long wait. I can't believe I'm actually wishing for this to actually start. It's like it's an awful experience, but I just want it over sooner rather than later, and for Henry to be cured of this. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. Then we can just keep doing the daily meds up until we're back at the hospital for the other tests, and then wait and see what Bristol recommend. But as far as we have been told so far, we're going on the 17th of May for treatment to start on the 18th. So I'm going to contact the social worker maybe later this week or early next, just to double check like on transport and accommodation, because we still haven't really heard anything more about that. So I'm keen to hear what they're thinking in terms of COVID, what their recommendations are with that. So, but that team is amazing. They're going to sort all that out for us. Just feels a bit weird that like we're facing like this wave again of preparing. Like it is only 2.5 weeks. Like whenever they delayed it before, it felt like 17th of May is ages away, but it's actually not. It's 2.5 weeks. So we're now back in that position of preparing everything, packing, making sure we've got everything, doing laundry, ironing, my favourite things. So gonna get into that mode again soon, which will be a bit easier because the daily meds won't take as long. So doing that again. So yeah, I was gonna do, David will tell you, I actually sat down and I started typing a blog last night, but I wasn't feeling it, or I wasn't in the headspace for it. And I don't wanna just half-ass the blog post. I want to be in the right place and share what God wants me to share. And for whatever reason last night I wasn't feeling it, so sorry I haven't really been posting that much. But I'm planning to tonight. I really wanted to, it was sort of weighing on my heart just to share about how I'm feeling being a mum through this. Whenever Henry was first born, I kind of always struggled with, and I'm sure other mothers are the same. It's just, I've been told it's quite normal, just the feeling of just not being good enough, doing a good enough job, suppose when they're so tiny, they can't really say, yeah, like, you're doing so well, Mom, keep at it. All they do is mostly cry. So Henry's been so strong through all this, and he's such a joy. And he's thriving so much, even with what he's going through. And whenever he is, I those doubts sort of come back again, like really loud. Just trying to pull me down and not feel like I'm doing a good enough job being his mum. And with this added challenge and mountain that we're facing now, I'm aware that those doubts will get louder and more frequent, and maybe not at the minute being so quick at shouting back at them and saying, not that I'm saying I'm doing a brilliant job, but I'm holding it together, and doing my best for my son, but like, nobody's perfect, and I think sometimes we kind of put too high a standard on ourselves that we have to be, or like maybe we compare to each other too much, that we need to be doing, like, we need to be up here but we're actually down here, and I'm always very much down here, and I think I just need to remember like what my capacity is, where I need to get my strength from, and it's always God. Like, he's partnering with me and David in raising Henry. He's blessed us with this amazing boy, and we give thanks so much for him. It's parenting is a tough experience, but it's the best experience you can go through, and it's shaped and taught me and David so much about ourselves and about just life, and I'm so thankful for that. So I just want to share on my blog just about the kind of struggles I've sort of had being a mum through this, most just to be an encouragement to people. I don't want it to be like, oh, read my blog and stroke my ego, because I'm not that type of person. I've always said from the start of this that I want to encourage and share God's work through all this, because he's done so much, and I'm totally believing that he's going to be doing so much more ahead. It's just when you're going through those sort of struggles, you're not aware of the work God's doing. Like, it's that song Waymaker that I'm listening to loads at the minute, like, even when we don't see it, he's working. Even when we don't feel it, he's working. And I just want to make sure I'm always acknowledging how I'm feeling, embracing it. I don't want to throw it to the side, because it's so important we deal with every emotion we feel, but just bring it to God and share what he's doing in me through that, and glorify him. I just want to share so much of what God's doing, because there's so much goodness being done through this, and there will be. So yeah, I'm gonna sit tonight and type out a blog about all this. I just wanted to make sure I was in the right headspace and process a lot of the stuff. There's no point me typing out an emotional mess, because I don't think that'll really help anyone, apart from, it wouldn't probably even help me either. But yeah, so I'm gonna hopefully do that tonight. And yeah, I just keep boldly praying for Henry. I'm still holding out for healing before Bristol, but I'm not going to be disappointed if it doesn't happen, because I'm just trusting it's God's will always in this, and his timing. It's always perfect. And if it's healing through this transplant, then we will go through it with God, and just keep aware of the work he's doing through it, and all the goodness it's going to come off it, because I'm believing that's going to happen. There's going to be a lot of lives touched through this, and I'm praying there's going to be a lot of saved lives. So yeah, keep praying boldly. I know yous are, because the messages I'm getting are so encouraging, and I just, yeah, it hits my heart, and I love yous all for it. You know, it's such a big family standing with us, so we appreciate it so much. So yeah, hopefully I get home, get dinner sorted, get Henry sorted, settled for bed, and I'll get on it. So I'll keep you posted, and I'm praying that yous are all keeping safe and healthy too. And yeah, I'll speak to yous later. Okay, take care. Bye.